Hi! Today we're going to delve into some of the many great features of Cisco Webex. We'll cover the user interface, setting up audio and video, creating a free account, scheduling a meeting, joining a meeting, and starting a meeting. You can use Webex through a web browser. However, to get the best experience, we strongly recommend downloading the Webex application. Through a web browser, navigate to www.webex.com/downloads. Here you can download the application depending on the device that you are using. Today, we're going to concentrate on the download for Microsoft Windows. After selecting download, you'll see the Webex app downloading to your computer. The screen will also change. Wait for a few minutes, and when the download has completed, either double-click or select Open. The wizard will take you through running the software, and, as with most software, you will need to accept the T's and C's. Select Finish, and you will see the desktop app open on your screen. As you can see here, as I already have an account on Webex, it has remembered my details and logged me straight in. Don't forget that if you are using an Android or Apple phone, you can also go to the App Store or the Play Store and download the Cisco Webex meetings from there. With Cisco Webex, it is possible to be a guest without requiring an account. However, to host a call, you will need an account, and it's very easy to set one up. From the Webex download page, click on the Start for Free icon, or if you have closed the download page, enter cart.webex.com/signup. That will take you back to the same page. Now you're going to need to enter some details, so let's get those in. You'll then need to activate your account. Webex will send you an email, and you will need to open the email and click on the Create Password link. You'll now be taken back to Webex, where you can create your new password. Once all done, click on Sign In, and you'll be logged into your Webex account on the web. Don't forget to use the same email address and password to log in to the desktop app. You have now set up your free account. Scheduling a meeting using the Webex plugin within Outlook is by far the easiest and quickest way to set up a new Webex meeting. In Outlook, go to your Outlook calendar and create a new invite. In the invite, you can see the Webex plugin in the top ribbon. Now we need to decide what type of meeting we want to schedule, Webex meeting or a personal room meeting. It's worth understanding the differences between them, as it will determine which type of meeting you're using going forward. If you were scheduling a meeting with somebody you know and who you have regular calls with, then go ahead and use the personal room option. All the meeting links for your personal room will never change. But be aware that if someone has your personal room link, they might pop in uninvited. If you are having a meeting about a sensitive issue and you want to ensure no unwelcome visitors accidentally join, it's best to use the Webex meeting option. These meetings have different details every time one is scheduled. Once you have finished in that meeting, the join details become redundant. This is a much more secure option compared to using your personal room. Don't forget, you can still lock your personal room once you are in it. Let's go ahead and select Webex meeting. The calendar invite will populate the meeting details in the body, but you won't see the full details until you send the invite. Now, because we have scheduled a Webex meeting, this pop-up will appear and you can now create a meeting password and decide on some other options. Let's click on OK and go back to the invite. Don't forget to sort out the usual invite details and then send the invite when you're ready. You can also see your upcoming Webex meetings from the desktop app in the Upcoming Meetings section. If you don't have Outlook, you can use the desktop app to easily schedule Webex meetings. The process is very similar to scheduling a meeting in Outlook. Essentially, the only difference between the two is how the calendar invite is generated. On the desktop app, click on the grey Schedule button and an Outlook calendar invite is created. From this point, you'll find all the steps are the same as scheduling a meeting directly in Outlook. Select the type of meeting you want to schedule and set the usual invite details. When you're ready, just hit send. Okay, so now it's time to start our meeting. It doesn't matter what type of meeting you have scheduled, the process is exactly the same for both. Let's open the meeting invite and click on Join Meeting. You will see a web browser briefly open and then Webex meeting window will appear. You can check your audio and video settings before going into the meeting. When you're ready, hit the green Start Meeting button. Let's do the same for our personal meeting. The only difference you can see here is that it says My Personal Room at the top. You can also start your meeting very quickly from the desktop app. You'll see your meetings listed here at the bottom. Just press the green Start button next to the meeting. The Webex meeting window will pop up and you can check your audio and video settings before going into the meeting. When you're ready, hit the green Start Meeting button. If you are joining someone else's meeting, the process is exactly the same as starting a meeting. Open the meeting and click on Join Meeting. You will see a browser briefly open and then Webex meeting window will appear. You can check your audio and video settings before going into the meeting. When you're ready, hit the green Start Meeting button. When joining an online meeting, it's always important to make sure your audio and video is set up correctly. Before joining a Cisco Webex meeting, you can decide how to join the audio. Go ahead and click the drop down in the middle and you can see you have 3 audio options. More often than not, it's best to use the first option, Use Computer for Audio, and make sure you have a good USB headset connected to your computer. If your internet connection isn't great, you can dial into the meeting from a landline or your mobile with the call in option. You'll see the dial in details once you're in the meeting. And if you just want to share your screen, then just select Don't Connect to Audio. On the right of the window, you can access your audio settings. Here you can select your microphone and speakers, and also test that these work before entering the meeting. Once you're in the meeting, you can still change your audio connection and access your audio settings by clicking on the three dots button. Select the audio connection and switch to a different type of audio connection. Select speaker, microphone and camera option to check your audio settings. Now let's have a look at some of the controls when you are in a meeting. On the far left is the mute icon, which is definitely worth using if you're not speaking in a meeting. The video icon will turn your video on or off. Then you have the share screen icon, where you can select a window to share or even your whole desktop. The record icon allows you to record your meetings so you can refer back to them later on. The participants icon will show all the people in the meeting. The chat icon will open the chat panel where you can post links and ask questions during a meeting. Then we have the More Options tab, and here you will find further features such as polling, locking a meeting and inviting other people to the meeting. And finally, on the far right you have the End Meeting icon. If you're the host, you will be able to end the meeting, but if you're a guest, you can simply leave the meeting.